Yeah, so when we get these feelings going through our body, it's a bit like life is a current, a stream. And as soon as we get these feelings and we start to fight against them and be like, oh, why is this happening to me? I can't cope with this. And you get angry and you lock onto it. It's like jumping into a river of life and swimming against the current, which is obviously over time going to burn you out. You're going to get knackered. You're not going to be able to deal with life. You're going to crash. And then all of a sudden you're going to end up in actually the same place as you would do if you just surrendered to life itself. If you just surrender to life, the river will actually carry you. You might go up and down a bit and you might feel like you're drowning, but eventually you're going to come to a still part of the river and you're going to be able to grab your breath and relax. And I think the quicker that you don't swim against it, it's obvious if you think about it, if you jump in the river and swim against it, it's going to take you a hell of a lot longer to get to the quiet part of the river where there's no waves or no current at all, where it's just still. If you just relax and let this river carry you, life, into the still part, then it happens a whole lot quicker. Yeah, so you can use things as a positive. So you no longer really look at things as if, oh, they're good or bad anymore. You just see it as something that goes through you like energy, something you attract to by the way you think, by the way you feel. And then you can start using that. So if you want something good to happen in your life, you realize, oh, wait a minute, if I put more of my attention on this, more of my thoughts onto this, and actually become this person and have these feelings of joy before all this has happened, and picture myself and draws that situation in. And then it's just a matter of, well, once you start to do that, we'll go into this a bit later on because it's all connected, I think. But once you start to do that, then it's a matter of staying consistent with it. Because a lot of people can start to do that, but as I said, they haven't quite mastered the point yet where they're not up and down all the time like a roller coaster, which is obviously going to send mixed messages to the universe. So when you start to do the inquiry or meditation or anything like that, when you're starting to do something to better yourself, the first thing to remember is not to actually buy into the belief that you're actually doing anything, because real meditation or real self-inquiry comes from absolutely doing nothing and resting in your natural state, which is just being. This is what they mean by just being, or to observe effortlessly. What does that actually mean, to observe effortlessly? It means to sit there with your in just existing. You are already observing, just to know this. So even in meditation itself, even if you put your attention on your breath, you are still basically just existing, and that natural self is already observing. You can already hear everything around you, little sounds that you wouldn't be able to pick up. You've got your attention on your breath, but still yet you can hear everything, feel everything. So this is part of the awareness that you are naturally, that is picking everything up. If you just sit quiet in nature and just observe yourself and put your attention on your breath, or let your attention wander, it really doesn't matter. You'll see that there's something else that is totally aware of everything that's going on around you, like the birds, that sounds of the bees, sounds of the wind, people, cars. You can hear everything. Even when you're out in nature, you can hear every little bit of sound, pick up on everything. That's awareness itself. You could say it was the brain, but you're putting your attention on something, and you're even aware of your brain. You're even aware of your mind. So the only thing that you're actually not aware of is the awareness. That's because you are that. And eventually that awareness itself becomes self-aware. You become self-aware.